bones were lying on this grass.
Oh, maybe somebody made a fire on the grass before the bones were lying there. That's not very unusual in parks.
It's forbidden to light fires in Epping Forest.
And of course, everyone does obey the law in
Be
London.
realistic. Who cares about that? If people want to light a fire, they'll do it.
That was no fireplace, Chris. The grass was burnt under the bones, and just there.
Well then, maybe the bones got hot.
The bones got hot.
That's hot in the sun.
This is a scientist saying maybe the bones got hot.
No, I can't say much more about that either.
Jesus Christ. The global warming?
Chris,
Could it have been witches? I think it was the science cops that did this.
Right, let's go talk to this professor.
Yes, that is our, I believe, next protocol. Yeah, just so again with that kind of the thing, if you weren't successful the first time around showing him the bone to get the conversation going, you'd have to do it again until you get So, like I said, you're not to know sometimes from one piece of conversation whether you got it right or not. It's like I said, it is quite poorly explained, unfortunately. But here we go. We are here at Oxford. As you can see, it looks totally different to London. Nice and dreary, nice and drab.
More leaves.
A lot of leaves. Yeah, well, it is autumn. To be fair, they did say that. Some ducks there having a lovely peck there on the left hand side because they're not pigeons.
Yeah.
They're way too clean to be pigeons.
Oh.
busy at all in there. I'd
There's,
like to sit on this bench here all day.
Work going on?
Yep, looks like construction.
Busy at all in there. I'd like to sit on this bench. I'd like to sit on this bench here all day.
Look in there.
Closed for
Closed.
renovation.
Yep.
Great. And now I don't know what to put in there.
That's an unusual height.
The Oxford Anthropological Museum has been closed for renovations because people keep putting their dicks in our letterboxes. So we're now going to move the letterbox to a more
We're
adequate
now
height.
adding teeth to her.
It's a one-way shoot now. It's
Busy at all.
Oh.
hey,
Hey, it's our pot. Is that Guinness?
it is a Guinness, yes. It's to get over the point that we're talking to a vagabond, a down-and-out scruff.
Here, are you crazy? That's mine. Hands off, okay?
So what happened? One piece of dialogue we didn't tap into there in the park
Beggar's flower.
was that it appears that we've lost our wallet,
Right,
so
okay.
we've no money.
Can make better use of them. These are the beggar's bags. These are the beggar's bags. Hello, my friend.
Huh?
Can I help you somehow?
Help? Help? Nobody can help me.
Hey, don't despair. Everybody has a hard time now and then. Maybe I can do something for you.
Just leave it. I've lost everything. Everything. No money.
The voice actor's really selling me on it,
Yeah.
the despair of the
I have lost
homeless.
everything. Everything, I tells you.
Oh my god, it's just
I'm
awful.
finished. Simply finished.
I just can't go anywhere without my Woolworths bag.
Trouble. Are you from the benefit office or something like that? Bagger off, you.
Oh, I didn't want to be impolite. I'm just interested.
Bagger off, pal. You think I'm on holiday here, right?
No, of course not. I just meant...
Go on, save your breath. Bagger off.
And
Okay.
that's it. There's only one option then. You basically... It treats the dialogue trees as if it's a puzzle in its own right, and if you fail, you just have to start again.
Oh my god.
So, which is quite frustrating. I don't know of any other video like adventure games that have done it this way, bar maybe some of the later Sierra games where you might say the wrong thing in dialogue and you die.
Yeah.
There's actually one in Broken Sword, actually the second game, and you have to try and basically sneak into some place.
Telephone charges of British Telecom.
Yeah, see, actual BT.
Actual BT, yeah.
Yeah. So, you can make a phone call. Problem is, he's got no money.
Right.
I can't
That
hear
is his
any
issue.
dialing tone.
So yeah, there was a thing in the second Broken Sword game. You have to try and get into this warehouse, and there's a guy obviously protecting it. And when he answers it, you basically have a choice of like a couple of different options. Some of them he just won't respond to. But then if you say, "Oh, I'm the pizza guy," you know, and then basically you have to just keep knocking on the door a couple of times to say, "Hey, do you want this pizza? I'm not leaving until you get the pizza." And he goes, "Okay, I'm coming out." You know.
Yeah.
So you have two choices here. One, you get the fuck out of Dodge, and that's a correct answer. Two, if you stay there, you get shot.
Oh.
So it's one of those things where like the more you keep asking, the more you end up.
Yeah, you're gonna end up dead.
Exactly. Yeah. Like I would, to be fair, I would do that if I'm like designing an adventure game because I know how gamers work. The intrusive thought is always going to win.
Yeah.
So if you have an option where you are clearly going to die if you say this,
I
will leave that in.
Because they can say it.
Yeah.
Say it anyway.
Say it anyway.
And then just redo it.
Exactly. You know, and if they forgot to save it, I'll be honest, that's kind of their fault. You know, don't be stupid like. So,
are we gonna give the vagrants the ethanol?
Yes. So, the first puzzle of the game, right, is that we need to. Well, first of all, we need to clean the bottles because they're filthy. Now we actually see the labels, even though we can see them anyway.
Oh.
I know, it's stupid. So we need to make a phone call from that telephone box. We need to try and call the museum itself. The problem is we've no money. So what are we going to do?
We're gonna steal the money from the beggar by getting him drunk.
Yes. And how do we get him drunk?
We're gonna steal alcohol from the slab.
Yes. And mix it in with
His apple drink.
his apple juice, yeah. Now, Burpbot, you and I are science.
We are science.
We are science. Can you tell me centrally what the issue there is with mixing 90% ethanol and apple juice?
It is not very good.
No.
It is going to kill him.
Yes, exactly.
Oh.
My wallet has disappeared. Have you seen it?
Your wallet? No, it
This is like just constantly reminding me. My purse is currently missing.
No.
My ID in it.
This is perhaps a bad time to do
this
this.
is just like this game is shaming me. You're as bad as Halligan.
To be fair, at least you haven't had to poison any homeless people to find your purse.
Could he help you?
Sure. No, I
haven't seen him yet.
Have you poisoned anyone to find your purse?
No. I do feel like a dog took it.
Hey, well, you're not going to poison the dog, obviously.
No,
that would be stupid.
No, she can have it.
She's a good boy. She means it. Oh, I personally believe that all dogs should have purses.
Yeah.
The problem
It
is,
would suit her. It matches her.
but the problem is, no pockets. It's the same as everything else, like, you know.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Sorry.
I believe in giving dogs pockets. Like little kangaroos, you know.
See you later on.
So this is now my conundrum here because I haven't tried one thing in particular. Therefore, the flag is not set, right? So now I'm looking at. I know what to do. I know what the solution is, but I haven't told the game that I know.
Yeah.
And that's the problem now with these conversation flags. So it was at this point when I realised that the actual dialogue trees are basically have to be fully exhausted to set as many flags as possible. So yeah, this is the fate that I have now for this game.
Take it with me.
But yes, so
Chris surely wouldn't.
we'll take this opportunity to ask you: has this game hooked you so far, or is it like me and you go like, oh god?
I don't think it's as bad as other games I've played, which is when you see that there's a floating nemesis and the evidence isn't clickable and the dialogue trees are pathetic.
Mm-hmm.
That's saying a lot about the bad games I've played before.
That's fair. And you played some shite.
Literally, my favourite thing so far about this game is the branding being allowed in it. And
I wouldn't say allowed,
it
it just happened, yeah.
It looks like it looks like a competent photocopier.
Yes.
And I'm very jealous because I don't have one of them.
So your favourite thing so far has been the stationery.
Yeah. Oh my god, yeah.
Very on brand for you.
Yeah, I wanted to say, yeah, Jesus.
Can I help you somehow?
Help?
Nobody can help me. I'm
Hey,
fucked.
don't despair. everybody has a hard time now and then. Maybe I can do something for you.
Just leave it. I've lost everything. Everything. No money, no flat, no future. I'm finished. So finished.
So,
Okay.
to get us in the mood fully, let's just get depressed by this tramp.
What I need a drink.
Aha!
Might you have a couple of pounds for me?
There's money in your
Gut
hand
rot?
there.
Yeah.
Isn't that enough for a bottle of gut rot?
No. Those pennies wouldn't feed a parking meter.
It would feed a phone, though.
Have you seen anybody going into the museum?
Yeah. Just this morning, a woman.
So we know there's someone actually working there as well. So that's why we had to talk to this beggar properly. So the first one we did, we just failed the conversation.
Now and again, she gives me a few pennies. I think she works in the museum.
Oh, a woman
It's
then.
like this would be realistic for someone who has social anxiety. But like, if you fuck up the conversation, you're done. You just leave.
Yeah, you just leave.
It's like, okay, bye.
Don't want to talk to you anymore.
Exactly, yeah.
This is awkward. I'm leaving now. Bye.
I didn't know what
I'm
else
going
to
to think about this
say.
for the rest of my life.
I'm gonna wake up in the middle of the night thinking about this conversation.
Thanks for the memories.
Hey, it's me again.
So what? Haven't you asked enough questions yet? You know more about me than my goddamn mother. Bag her off.
It's so unnecessary.
What are you doing here?
Are you blind? I'm having a drink.
What type of drink?
Can I have a drop?
Get your own bottle, mate. Get me one as well. My bottle's empty.
Where's my lolly?
Okay.
Cash.
I must be off now.
Well then. Okay.
I love as well that like his line was the same as ours, just in green.
Yeah.
That was clearly a fuck up.
Naturally cloudy. Lots of vitamin C.
Apple juice. Are you pulling my leg?
Didn't you say you were thirsty?
Are you dense, mister? I want a bottle of cider. Apple juice is alright in the nursery, but I'm not into that.
Why don't you try?
Get lost. Leave me alone.
Come on, it's nice. I like juice.
Run, 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 run.
The beggar was mean to me. I find his run hilarious,
Yeah.
and it's only because he's got the trench coat, and they've always had to try and get like the flapping right. It just makes him look like he's just terrified. He's running like
Yeah.
Shaggy, or like Raheem,
Ruh-roh.
or like Raheem Sterling, or something. That his hand like.
How'd you get on at the museum? What did Professor Turner say? Could he help you?
There we go. Now we've got
Hey.
conversation.
Ask you, Chris. What do those flasks contain?
Oh, you mean those on the shelves? They contain all sorts of different chemicals I need for my work. Indicator solutions, alcohol, things like that.
And now, just as because he said alcohol, like Halligan's ears are pricked up.
Why do you need alcohol for your work?
Certainly not in order to drink it, Halligan. We use alcohols as solvents. Most types are poisonous anyway.
Again, I'm saying this to him, going, solvents.
For solving
No way.
problems.
Solving problems.
Supply the department with alcohol. That'll be the day.
And again, that was a fail.
Okay,
So you just have to
Chris.
start
See
again.
you later on.
Like,
Well, Halligan, how'd you get on at the museum? What did Professor Turner say? Could he help you?
so now
Something
let's
I
go
wanted to
again.
Ask you, Chris. What do those flasks contain?
Oh, you mean those on the shelves? They contain all sorts of different chemicals I need for my work. Indicator solutions, alcohol,
Here we go
things
again.
like that.
Yeah. Let's try this one more time.
You've got a great job, Chris. Masses of alcohol and everything legal.
Nonsense, Halligan. You think we spend all day getting drunk with medical alcohol? Why don't
Wait.
we just try the stuff?
Now he just said, why don't you just try this stuff?
Sure, no problem.
And he does!
Oh my god.
Like, this is so irresponsible.
What?
And this is a cutscene as well. They pre-rendered this.
I can just hear all of my science teachers screaming.
We have a science teacher. He put it in a plastic cup.
Where did this even come
Right,
from?
here we go.
No drinking in the lab. Oh dear.
Like, what world is that okay?
To
None.
your health, Brent. An interesting aroma, isn't it?
Brent, aren't you feeling very well?
went.
Please tell me like you're dead or something.
No,
No?
no. What? This is what happens.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
This is part of the plot.
Do you know what the animation reminds me of?
Yeah.
Magical Lenzo.
Oh yes, it is very much like that guy, isn't it?
I'm cold with this kind of stuff.
The hand
Chris.
is like.
Yeah.
Chris?
But that was like that. That's like him deliberately making the shit. They didn't intend for this.
What is on the board?
I have no idea. They're like book references or something. But like a lab tech just fed him ethanol. Neat. And that was our way of realizing, oh wow, you can knock someone out with that stuff. No, Brent, you could kill someone with that. There's a difference. So now that we've had, and because like we are objectively an idiot, we cleaned the bottles earlier on because they're all dusty. Then we get him to use that. We put the fingerprint powder on the bottle, realize which one he's used, and take it with us.
Right.
Could have just left them dusty and you'd have seen.
I know, but that wasn't the puzzle. The puzzle was to use a fingerprint powder. Not for any actual fucking forensics, but to see...
That's a waste of our powder now.
I think the powder's gone, yeah. I
Oh,
think.
for God's
Chris
sake.
will be back.
But that was an unused item.
That's such expensive stuff.
I know! Never mind the fucking fingerprint powder. Using up that fucking 90% ethanol is expensive stuff.
Yes.
Like, here, if you're gonna poison them, use acetonitrile. Have some fucking standards. Like, fuck that shit.
Bored. Just like at school, isn't it?
Like, how is this man not comatose at this stage? Like, I actually choose to believe he is actually comatose, and that the rest of this is like in his fever dream.
Yeah, he died at the scene.
Yeah, from a psychotic lab tech.
Maybe he didn't even exist.
I'm annoyed with too many questions.
Yeah. Again, I wouldn't actually blame the lab like Chris for that one, but holy shit, like. I love how he swivels on his foot there as he's running. And here we go.
I've got something for you. Apple schnapps from Detective Halligan's home distillery. My own brand. Would you like to have a taste?
Even he sounds unconvinced.
I'm as dry as the bottom of a parrot's cage.
Why
Well,
don't
this is
you
gonna make you
try?
drier.
I don't mind. And it's a cracker, I can tell you.
Cheers, mister.
Cheers.
Yep, drink the whole thing, all in one go, please. And yeah, he just passes out.
That's it.
Yeah. And now we pick up
And now
his
he's spending
change.
His money.
We just stole from a tramp to make a phone call. And the gas thing is now, I cut out a little bit of this. If you could have gone into your own office and you can't find your phone, it's buried under your rubbish.
Right.
And then when you do, if oh sorry, now I'll clarify. You can try and go and make a phone call off your desk, but you say you can't because you've used up your phone budget for the month already.
Right.
So you can't make a phone call to the museum from your office. You can ask fucking
Chris for money.
You can ask the other guy, Larry. You can ask him to use his phone. He won't let you because he's a dickhead. And there's no other options. You have to use the telephone box.
Jesus Christ.
Like, this is genuinely the first puzzle of the game to try and get into the museum. It's fucking ludicrous.